What's up, everybody? How's it going? It's me, Marcus, back here in Descenders, and this is Descenders Island made by Sire. And I actually already recorded this video, but the audio didn't go through, so I'm re-recording it, and this is actually one of my favorite levels that I've ever played. This place is awesome. You can see there are a lot of people out here riding, and that just goes to show how good this level is. When you hop into a multiplayer level and you see that there are a lot of people riding it, it usually means that it's a good level, and this one for sure is really good. You have multiple trails. I'm going to try and get to as many of these as possible. It's really easy to come up short on some of these jumps, like that right there, and when you come up short on one, it kind of screws up your flow for the whole line. Good news though, there are checkpoints out here, so a lot of times if you do screw up, you can just go back and retry it, and you don't have to go through the whole thing again. Still screwed up that line. I'm going to retry it one more time because it's super fun and satisfying when you get it just right. I'm short a little bit there, but there we go. Perfect. Well, not really perfect, but a lot better. And then right here, you know, I'm going to retry this again because I want to show you guys what that jump is like. This one right here is pretty key to getting this whole line right. Man, that's tricky. I wasn't having this much problem with it last night. But that jump is cool if I can get it right. And then right here, trying to get up on top, not easy. Got the first one. Still coming up short on the second one, but that was about as good as it gets. There we go. And I got up on top. So this is just an alternate line. It basically mirrors exactly what's on the ground, so I didn't really miss anything right there. That was actually the cooler line of the two. But you can see there are a lot of different trails kind of off to the side. So right back there, I could have split off to the right. Taking an alternate line, you end up in the same place. But you can see like all of the different islands out here. Everything's flat. It's not like you're going up or downhill. For the most part anyway, there's some small up and down hills out here, but there's no mountains. So it's all about keeping your momentum, trying to keep your speed. There are different technical sections out here as well. I'll show you that because I'm passing one right now, but I'm going to do the main trails and then I'll come back and show you guys the technical alternate lines because those are really cool too. But the main trail in itself is awesome, and the thing is, like, it's not that difficult to ride this level, which is great because it's fun. You can just kind of hop on here and do some runs. You don't have to worry about trying to not kill yourself every second, but at the same time too, it's fun. It's a very fun level. It's got some really cool jumps. All right, this is an alternate line right here, so you can go left or right. And I've already screwed this up a little bit. But you can see right there, you can hop down to the left. You can ride on these skinny log rides here. And I screwed that up. I'll retry that. You just got to be careful not to drop down too far, or you'll end up jumping too far and screwing up your speed there. But this is cool. Like, you jump through the village, and I missed the landing. Try this again. I did a nose wheelie down it. It's really cool how the paths, they all kind of crisscross each other. It's really, really awesome. And this level's like that everywhere. It's super fun. And then the ending, they all end at the same spot right up here. And you go to the top of this hill, which is the tallest area, and then you drop off. Might have dropped too far because I screwed up the double. Try this again. I'm just gonna go right down the middle. And then you've got a big double jump right there at the end, and here's the finish line. And that's the red path. So now that I've done the red path, I'm going to branch over and do the green and then the blue path. So to do that one, you start off a little bit different here. You go a little bit different way. And there's some really cool hidden paths too within each path. And you'll see what I'm talking about. Some of them are technical, some of them are just kind of alternate lines. So right here, you can either take the red to the center, which is a little bit different line, or you can hip over to the left for the green, or to the right for the blue. So I'm going to go with the green first. I can actually make the hip jump there. And then this one, again, it's different. It's a different line, and it's pretty unique. Like, they all kind of have their own style, and they all have their own, like, signature jump, I guess you could say, like signature feature. The signature feature for that red line was definitely the pirate ship. Over here for this green one, There's a jump coming up, I'll show you. Or the section, I guess you could say. Oh, I almost screwed up there. And don't go in the water. You go in the water, you're done. You can't ride through it. And I like that there are checkpoints out here. You don't have to worry about if you screw up starting over from the beginning. So that's a cool jump right there. And I just love the bridges across the water. It's just really cool how all these little islands connect right here. So this is kind of the signature part of the green trail here. You step up right here onto this area. There's actually a technical trail that I'll come back to here in a minute up there to the right. And that's actually one of my favorite parts of this whole level because there's an alternate line. It's really, really fun. Which I just crossed over right there. And you can just see that the place actually flows really good for being a flat level. You would expect it to be kind of difficult to ride and difficult to keep your speed, but really it's not bad at all. There's enough up and down motion to where you can still have a really good time out here. And can I get the double flip? I got it. And enjoy flowing through the level. When normally you would think you would need some type of downhill slope to flow through it, you don't need that here, and that's what makes this place really cool. So I've done the green line. I'm going to do the blue line now, and again, it is a little bit different, and it has its own style to it. So hip over to the right here. Oh, I'm going to come up short again. There we go. Still coming up short, but I'll take it. And again, it crisscrosses, and then you got gaps from island to island. This one, if I remember correctly, is probably the easiest one. This one doesn't have anything too crazy on it. This one's pretty simple, I think. There we go. Step up and over. And what is this? I forgot what this is. Oh, it steps down. That's right. So that's pretty cool. And then you're over here in a different area. You can go left or right, get back on the green trail if you want to. And see, like, that's what's cool about it, is because you can start out on one colored trail, and then halfway through you can switch over to another one. You can't do that on all of them, but on some of these levels you can. And that, I think, oh, okay, that's actually the ending to the green technical trail. And you see exactly what I'm talking about once I ride those. This is a cool drop right here. You just have to time it right. And then you have this awesome jump. Actually, yeah, so this is the signature jump on the blue trail. So the red trail has that pirate ship or that crash ship. The green trail has the really big step up into the rock, and then this is the one for the blue trail. And this is not an easy jump. There we go, got that thing clean. And then it does meet up with the green trail right here, so you can see the green and blue. And then it rides on this part as well, so I guess you could say that this is the signature of the green and blue. I thought that it was only the green, but there's so much intertwining of these trails, it's really hard to keep up. Since I'm here, I will show you guys the technical section right here. So you go up the log here, and then you have this skinny that's right here. That's not easy at all. It's pretty tricky to get lined up for it. You just have to take your time. And then get on it. And then once you get on it, it's not too bad. It's just kind of up. And then it turns right here. But this is my favorite part. It's kind of hanging out over the edge of the cliff. And then it drops down right here. And then you have this really cool section right here on the beach, which I came up short. I'm going to retry that. Luckily, there's a checkpoint up top, so I don't have to ride that skinny again. Then you have that double jump right there on the beach, which is awesome. And then you end up back over here in this field area with this wheatgrass or whatever it is. And then it joins up with the trail that I've already ridden. And you can kind of see how there's some overlap here and there, but at the same time, each trail is unique. And it's pretty cool that you have so much variety out here on this level that you might not expect it kind of from the start. There are also some different hidden lines out here too, and I will show you this hidden line straight off the start. You can go right here and then go through these trees, and you'll end up perfectly right here on this hidden line. It's not anything too crazy, it's just a jump there, but you kind of have to look out for those. They're not something that you would see unless you were actually paying attention to, wait, where does that go? And there's another hidden line I'm pretty sure out here on the red course too. which I will show you guys. And then there's also a really technical trail out here, which is pretty cool. So right here, this is the lower side underneath that tower, and it just mirrors everything that's up top. Not anything different really. It's just on the ground instead of up around the tower. So right here, this is where things branch off a little bit. This is still the red trail, but it branches off to the right. And you notice they're not marked. So if it's not marked, it means that it's still a continuation of the trail you were just on. And it ends up in the same spot, it's just a little bit different. And then right here, this is the technical trail. So these are kind of hidden. You can look on the map at the beginning, which I did not show, but there's a map right at the beginning and you can see where these technical trails are. And again, this is another skinny up top, but this isn't it. It jumps off right here, and then you jump over the water and you go straight right here. And you can see there's another one hidden back here, and this one is actually really difficult. So it starts off pretty easy, and then the second half of it's pretty tough. Because again, if you fall in the water, you're done. You're not, just like that, you're not riding through the water at all. And there's no checkpoint at the beginning, so you do kind of have to start back a little bit further. I mean, I'm not too far away from it, but I'm not right up next to it either. So again, you've got to get through this beginning part all the way. Try and take my time. These aren't too difficult to ride if you go slow. Going slow on them is the easiest way to do these, but I thought I was done right there. Oh, I am. I'm done. Go. Oh man, somehow I managed to not crash right there. But going slow on these, it's pretty easy. But at the same time too, the faster you go, the cooler it looks. And then right here you have these. Oh! There's barrels to try and get across, and I went fast. Again, you can go slow, and it's a little bit easier if you go slow, but it doesn't look as cool. So I'm starting back over here again, and I've got to try and get through all that one more time, see if I can get through the whole thing. The first part's not bad, but again, it gets a lot more difficult towards the second half of this little trail here. And I just love how there are different branches along the main trail. If you want to do it easy, you know, you can just choose the main trail. You don't have to do these, but these are cool because it's an option to make it a little bit more difficult. See, they're not the easiest, but they're not too bad either. And then right here, it hops back over into the main trail, and then you have, you know, some small skinny log rides right here. But that's it for that technical trail. There is another line up here, another split option, and I'm gonna hit this wrecked ship again. The shipwreck is really cool. It's features like this that I love when people put it into their map. Like, it's not anything crazy, but it's just a really cool element that's added in, and it just adds to the whole level, just brings it all together. And for me, like, if the environment's really cool on the level, then I think that bumps the overall funness. I don't even know if that's a word, but overall funness of the level up to just another notch or two. And then this is where you can come through the village here, and you have a couple of different lines. There was a split lane right back there that I could have chose, and this meets up with another lane, and you can see where the trails just crisscross back and forth. This is awesome right here. This thing is so cool. It's like a roller coaster. This is out here over the rocks in the water. And then it joins back up right here. And this is where you go to the top of the mountain. And you drop back in. I'm going to go to the high line here. And then you have this final double, which is one of my favorite jumps out here. Right here's the map that I was talking about. So you can see there's some like little pink dots on there. There are 3 of them. That's the technical trail areas. I have hit 2 of them. I hit the blue trail technical area and the red trail technical area. I'm gonna go and hit the green one, but other than that, I'm pretty sure I've covered everything out here. It's just a really cool level. Again, one of my favorites. The environment out here is awesome. It rides really good. It's nice and flowy. You can come up short every now and then on certain parts of the trail, but overall it's really nice and flowy as long as you keep your speed and your momentum going. And just one of the coolest levels. I would not be surprised if they bring this to the bike park section on console. I'm not saying that they will, because I don't know if they will for sure, but this does kind of have that bike park type of vibe to it. It runs pretty good on my computer, and I think this is one of those levels that if they do add some more bike park levels, I would not be surprised to see this one. Again, I don't know if they will or if they won't. I'm not saying this is going to be on the console version, but I'm just saying that if it does show up on the console version, I would not be surprised at all. There we go, get this flow going again. So right over here is the last technical section. So you go off to the side here, and again, they're kind of hidden, so you gotta look out for them if you don't know where they're at on the level. And again, you have another skinny over top of the water. This one, it's kind of difficult because you have that gap right there from the skinny to the rock. And if you're not lined up for it, you're gonna do exactly what I did multiple times and end up in the water. And that's how you do that part, but it's not over. You have this part right here that I missed, that you go up to the top. I'm gonna try and do this again. There it is. That was pretty quick. Oh, I do not know how I'm still on this thing. And you go up right here and it keeps going. So you have these logs to ride on. Not too bad, and then you get up top here. Luckily I made it through the checkpoint. But you get up top and this is where it drops off. And this is where you have this really cool double jump over the rocks there. Just all in all, really, really fun level. It looks great too. If this place didn't ride that good and it looked this good, it would still be a really, really fun place. But it has the looks and it rides really good. Thank you guys so much for the support. I wish this video would have come out a little bit early, but again, technical difficulties with the first recording of this thing made me have to re-record it, which a lot of times re-recording things usually don't go as well as the first time. So the first video could have been better, but I don't remember, and you guys will never know. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. If you did, hit the like button. Subscribe for more content if you're new around here and you're not subscribed yet. Check the description for all the links to my social media, as well as my website where you can pick up some merchandise. And I'll see you guys all again in the next video. Have a good one.